It's week 3 of the National Football League, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the 49ers and the Hawks.
The veteran Jason Myers will get this one started. And off we go here on a Thursday night. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. Led out by the last pick of the draft in 2022. Iowa State's Brock Purdy at quarterback.
It's fair to say this season hasn't gotten off to the type of start they likely envisioned for themselves, but it's still early. A win here, it could go a long way towards changing the trajectory of this entire season. But what's going to make this even more difficult today? Not only the worthy opponent that they face, but having to go on the road and do it here in a hostile environment. If he is able to lead his team to a win today, I think that gives them the spark to turn this season around.
On second down, Purdy. That's hauled in once again. It's Ayuk. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. So Kittle comes in motion. Here's Christian McCaffrey to get things started. He'll be stopped just a short gain, down to the 30. With that, I will give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. Here's 2nd and 9. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
Open man, right side. He's got it. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. Goes for 14 yards and a first down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball down.
In trouble, and down he goes.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play. That's exactly what they did. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On 3rd and long, Purdy to throw. He'll let this go towards the end zone. Ricky Pearsall, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down. Moody's kick is good. And the Niners will take a 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
Here's Steven Sims to return it. Now now an opening past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Here comes the Seattle offense to take over for the first time. They're led out by the number 3 overall pick back in the 2018 draft. Out of USC, it's Sam Darnold.
He's coming off such a strong performance last week, Mike, where he did a little bit of everything. Throws for 3 touchdowns, ran for another, but most importantly, leads his team to the big win. I'll tell you what, he has his eyes set on trying to do the same thing here over these next 4 quarters.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. So they come to the line for first down and 10. The first carry for the Spartan, Kenneth Walker. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. He'll try again here. Second and 10. Darnold to throw. Open man, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front. Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
First run of the game here with Zach Charbonnet. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Throwing on second down, Darnold. He's going to look deep, going to Cup.
They told us this week they were going to try. And tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Throwing on third down is Darnold. Connecting with the tight end. That's that. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
To throw again is under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big...
And he will score. Kenneth Walker, touchdown Seahawks. It's his 4th touchdown on the year.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get it underneath completion, That's exactly what the quarterback does here. Takes what the defense gives them, and you have a playmaker like that on the outside. They can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
The Niners offense ready to possess the football for the second time. Trail by 4, touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. He'll locate his tight end, George Kittle. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better feel for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
Open receiver, the former Gator, it's Ricky Pearsall. Still going. And he'll be taken down.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
They'll try to run this one in. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch. Found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line.
This ball carrier just didn't want to go down. And this defense, they had to throw everything they had at him, Mike. He just kept fighting and fighting. But finally, when they were able to get him on the ground.
That's in the end zone and intercepted.
Every defensive coordinator, Mike, in the NFL preaches one thing about red zone defense. Keep them out of the end zone. Make them settle for 3. Well, what do? They take it to another level, and they get off the field without allowing a single point.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Off the bootleg. Here's Darnold. He's going to air this one out. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, the one he was looking for. It's 2nd down. Darnold. A dive and a catch. Incredible. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down. 1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. The tight end Fant in motion. On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Darnold. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 1st and 10. The run up the middle, it's Walker. And he'll get this down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. A tight end in motion now. keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he's close to the first down. Gets 4 yards on the gain, but it will bring up third down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. The tight end Fant in motion. We'll try and run it with Walker. And he'll have the first down at the 26. A good job on the ground to keep this drive rolling.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Darnold now on 1st and 10. He'll get this complete to Walker. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Cup in motion. On the ground, it's Walker. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Throwing, Darnold. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really...
And he's in. Noah Fant. Touchdown, Seattle. Myers now to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Seahawks extend their advantage to 14-3. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. This taken at the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. The Niners offense make their way out to take over once more. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
Off he goes.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a first down.
Purdy on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he's going to be dropped. Pickup of about 5.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. Yo, lady. Reset.
They'll go play action with Darnold. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line. Ready. Reset.
Here's Darnold. That is caught downfield by Cup. And he's going to be out of bounds. They mark him up near the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line. Reset.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. To throw is Darnold. He'll locate Cup. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike, I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Back with more of this Thursday opener after this. So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13.
Here we go, son.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. That pass caught right side, Valdez-Scantling. Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Open man is Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And
to the goal line and in. Noah Fant. Touchdown, Seahawks. His 2nd touchdown of this first half. Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks move out to a 21-3 advantage. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This is fielded inside the 5. And he is stopped. the drive will begin there. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere. So we've reached halftime here on our Thursday Nighter to start the new NFL week as we send you cross country to the Sunshine State. That's where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. And no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Seahawks. On play action, here's Darnold. He's going to tuck it and go.
Nothing open here downfield. It's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
They face second down and 7. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That'll be caught downfield. It's Valdez-Scantling. Wow, out of bounds, inside the 10. It's first and goal.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Here's Walker to the 5-yard line. Now here's second and goal. Now Darnold. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And he will get into the end zone. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Niners offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on first and 10. Throwing is Purdy. The connection made to Ayuk. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play. Third down. Purdy. He's got the tight end, Luke Farrell. He's got the first down and more than that. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
First and 10 for Purdy. Throw, left side, complete to Pearsall. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Back to the air is Purdy. That's hauled in at the 2. And he'll take it on it. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. Moody's extra point is good. And the 49ers are able to edge a bit closer. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. On the return, here's Sim. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on first and 10.
Here goes, set. Set.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Darnold. And on third down, that ball incomplete. So it's fourth down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The 49ers offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with first and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. Throwing is Purdy. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And this one's going to be a loss of yardage. He's marked out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
On third down, it's Purdy. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down in bounds. The 49ers out to punt this one, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Sims now to return it. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Set.
Off the play fake, it's Darnold. To the left side and pulled in. Valdez-Scantling. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another 1st down.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given. But it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else. And I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
And it's a gain of 20 on the heels of another big play to begin this drive.
Set.
They'll go play action with Darnold. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Here we go, set. Yellow lady. Here we go, yellow lady. Set.
On 2nd down, it's Darnold. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10.
Red 80. Red 80. Set.
Darnold to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks will extend their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Now return coming from the 7. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. 49ers offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
When it starts bad, it has a funny way of ending up getting worse, and I don't think that could be any more true than it is right now. They're already down by multiple possessions, and after that start to this drive with the sack, they find themselves once again in a massive hole.
Purdy now on 2nd down. That's caught by McCaffrey. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. The 49ers out for the punt. Has this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punch it away. This brought in out past the 20. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take.
Here we go, set. Red 80. Go red 80.
Valdez-Scantling on the move.
It's set.
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. up second and 7.
Reset.
Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. Here's 3rd and 7.
Reset. Reset.
To throw is Darnold. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Here's the San Francisco offense, ready to take possession of the ball once more. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Now Purdy. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. 2nd down and 8. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. He'll get this out to his running back. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. Third and long. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. He finds his big receiver, that's Jennings. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Purdy gonna put it up again. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Purdy works out of the pistol. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. To throw once more, it's Purdy. Open man is Jennings. That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll throw again with Purdy. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Purdy. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, It makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier. You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Valdez-Scantling on the move. They'll run here with Walker. Into the secondary, past the 40. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Throw right side, hauled in by Cup.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Third and short yardage, and here's Darnold. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
That's good for a Seahawks. First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the... in great shape here as they take over at their 46. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll motion a tight end right. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now Purdy. Finding his tight end, Farrell. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5. Shotgun snap to Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A first down throw for Purdy. That's Ayuk with it on the left side. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. So Kittle comes in motion. On the handoff, McCaffrey. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. This one caught at the 4. And he's in. Jawan Jennings. Touchdown, San Francisco. Extra point up and good from Moody. And the 49ers are able to cut into the deficit. So down 2 scores, they're going to roll the dice here with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40.
Here we go, set.
Off the play fake, it's Darnold. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. They'll try again here, second and 10. They run with Walker. And a good run there on second down. A pickup 7. It'll bring up 3rd and 3.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
They'll try and run for this with Charbonnet. Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So, as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. They'll try it now with Walker. Woo! And he will have the Seahawks first down. They'll get the conversion. It's a gain of 14.
And what's that one thing you hear from coaches all the time, Mike, right? Finish strong, and he's doing just that. His numbers here in this one, they have been terrific. But he's going to give you a full 4 quarters, and I think at this point in the game, he knows there's even more yards to be had.
Darnold now on 1st and 10. That's out quickly, and it is caught. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Valdez-Scantling on the move. From the gun, here's the give to Walker. So, right out of the 2-minute break, we get a timeout used by the defense with 1:56 to go. They'll drop to throw. Oh, he coughs up the football. But he'll gather it back in. And now we get a timeout by the defense. So the clock stops with 1:50 left in the game. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The 49ers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. So Kittle comes in motion. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Oh! And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in bounds. Here's a 2nd and 6. Again in the air for Purdy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. 3rd and 6. Throwing again is Purdy. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. That's taken in, and he's going to have a Niners first down. That was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
One last shot now for Purdy. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So the 12th man, a factor here, as it's a win for the Seahawks. They continue their winning ways in the month of September. They're off to a 3-0 start.